What a week for the Flyers. Oh my god, nothing short of storylines going on with this team. Holy shit, where do we even start? Last Sunday, they played the Coyotes and fucking lost, and Clayton Kellers got a hat trick. And they lost in Mullet Arena. That was an interesting game. And then you got, Tuesday, Carter Hart, absolute fucking masterclass, 48 save game, and he goes on to single-handedly defeat the Devils. And we're going to touch up on that Devils game in a moment, because that game, even though they won, led to the healthy scratching of Kevin Hayes by John Tortorella, and that is just a completely interesting move. And actually, I actually don't hate the move that much, and I'll explain why here in a moment. And also last night's game against the Rangers, and Morgan Frost looked really good. He's actually turned it around ever since Torts said he's up and down like a toilet seat. He's actually turned it around a little bit, and he's actually looked a lot better. I will have to give him that, but boys, we have a lot to get into. This week, the Flyers went 1-2-1, and that Coyotes game last Sunday, it was a good game. It was a great game to watch. They went to overtime, and Clayton Kellers, I will give him credit. He was on another fucking level that game. He was very, very good. But, the Flyers played like shit. They played like shit. The Coyotes really... I will give the Coyotes credit. They actually look pretty decent out there, and they gave the Flyers a hard time. Also, the Flyers fucking suck, so it's not that hard to give them a hard time, but I will give the Coyotes credit. They actually did look pretty decent in that game, and they deserved that win, but Clayton Kellers fucking owned us. That's all it was. He owned us, and that wasn't that pretty. And then this Devils game. This is the game I really want to focus on, because there's a lot that had an impact on last night's game with the Rangers and how Carter Hart looked. He looked absolutely unbelievable. 48 saves on 49 shots. There was miraculous save after save after save after save. He single-handedly won us this game. That's the games that great goaltenders win for their team. That's what happens. That's when you have a great goaltender, and there's times that they absolutely steal games for their teams. That's what happened. The Devils, early on, Jack Hughes had a fucking beautiful play, and his fucking snipe on top cheddar. But after that, nothing let in. Nothing let in. Once that first goal went, I'm like, oh, fuck, it's going to be a long night. I was like, oh, this is going to be a long night. No. Long night for the Devils, because they couldn't get shit on Carter Hart, and he looked absolutely flawless. I can't suck him off enough more. I really can't. He looked absolutely great. Now, there was one play. I think this one play that really set Torts kind of over the top, pissed at Kevin Hayes. And it's this play. He's in the Devil's zone, and he's battling for the puck, and he just turns it over, and this leads to a scoring chance by the Devils, but thankfully Carter Hart, big save. And it set Torts over the top. He's already been really hard on Hayes as is. He already has been. And then this just kind of set him over the top. He was fucking done with him. He benched him for the third period, and he benched him last night and didn't play a single minute against the Rangers because he was a healthy scratch. Now, a lot of people are going after Tortorella, saying, oh, this is a fucking stupid move. This is why he gets fired everywhere he goes. He's going to burn out this team. And it's already starting. Well, here's the thing. When you play fucking lazy like Hayes has been for a little while, there's a reason why he's been getting benched in the third period numerous times this year. Because he's playing lazy. Yes, he might have the most points on the team, but he's playing lazy with the lack of effort in certain moments defensively. Yes, he's playing pretty decently offensively, but when it comes to playing defense, when we got him, he was supposed to be a good two-way forward for us and be good in the defensive zone as well. He hasn't really done that this year. He hasn't really played that good a defense, and then Torts hasn't been fucking happy about it, so he's just sacked his ass and just not had him play multiple third periods. And this is starting. This is gonna lead to Hayes wanting out, but yet again, no one's gonna take his. I'm not gonna say nobody, because someone might take his contract. Somebody somewhere probably will. Who's going to want to take that contract that's a contender? That, especially how tight up the cap is right now. It's only going up $1 million next year, but should be going up like $3-4 million for the next years after that. Is that really gonna be, something that they want to go after? Yes, he can bring a lot of production, but long term, does that make sense for your team? I don't know. So Hayes is probably gonna be stuck here, even if he wants out. He's gonna be stuck here, and this all goes back on Chuck Fletcher. Yes, I like Hayes. I don't want this being seen as, oh, I hate Kevin Hayes, I'm just going to bash him. No, I actually love Kevin Hayes. But he needs to show more effort defensively. He really does. And if he wants out, well, guess what? I hate to break it to you, Kevin, but you're not going anywhere. No, you're literally not going to be going anywhere because that contract's a little too big, and I don't think very many teams are going to want you. So you're kind of stuck here. So you're going to have to fucking deal with the cards that you kind of forced yourself in, but you can't say that. Hey. Chase that bag. I can't blame you. Only one person I can blame is Chuck Fletcher for giving you that bag. That's all I can do. But hey, he's still got a job, and that's a different story. That fucking guy. I don't know how he still has his job. I genuinely don't. He's gonna keep it for however long. And the reason, I saw a clip a couple days ago. It was on this podcast. I forget what the name's called, and I'll show the clip here.
It's going to drive fans insane, too.
Yep.
The debate that they're having and why it's kind of taking so long is if you put Danny in as the GM, okay, fine. But is Chuck completely gone? or does he just lose his title as general manager but remains president of the team? I don't know.
I don't know.
The reason they haven't fired Kevin Hayes, this guy is a very well-trusted source. He has sources within the organization. It's because they don't know if they want to really fire Fletcher. And that is something that's kind of scary. It is very, very scary that they don't know if they want to fire him. I think this is dead obvious. Yeah, you might be a good guy, but good guys aren't winning your fucking hockey games and not putting asses in seats. Now, my ass is going to be in a seat on Tuesday night, but still, you get a point. He's not doing it for the team. He's hurting this team by breathing. Oh, fuck, don't say He's hurting the team by still being around. I mean, he needs to go. Even if you like him, okay, sure, but this is a business. You're here to win hockey games, not to be buddies with somebody, okay? You have to fire him, Dave Scott. You have to get rid of him and bring in someone new. Is Danny Briere going to be that solution? I don't know. I really don't know if he's going to be the guy to take over the reins and become the GM of us and save us. I really don't know. I really don't know if Danny Briere is going to do that because we've seen time and time again the Flyers like to hire people that used to play for the organization, whether it be Bobby Clark, Paul Holmgren. You get the point. They come in and they kind of fuck up the team a little bit. They do. They do, and I'm not sure how it's going to work, but this could be completely different, and he could be a great GM, just like a Steve Yzerman. There you go, but Yzerman. He's the best GM in the league. I mean, in my opinion. People can fucking come at me for that. But he built that Tampa Bay team. He built that team. Whether you like it or not, he did. And he's going to build a hell of a wagon in Detroit. He, in my opinion, best GM in the league. But I'm a little skeptical with Danny Briere. But honestly, he can't be much worse than Chuck Fletcher. At least I hope. So, I'm hoping that can happen. And see what goes from there. But yeah, that Devils game, absolutely, it was a great game. A lot of physicality. The Flyers looked actually relatively decent. I mean, Ford, they didn't have very many shots compared to what the Devils had. They had a lot less in shots. But hey, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They got the job done, and they did it. One thing I forgot was Lukas Sedlak leaving the Flyers. He's done with the organization, and he's going back home to Czech Republic. He's had enough of their shit. He is gone. That is wild to me. I mean, that is crazy. That's nuts. That he just decided because he wasn't having. What I saw was he wasn't having fun in the NHL, and it just wasn't what he meant and made it out what he thought it would be, and he just didn't really enjoy playing, and he missed family, so he just went back to Czech Republic, and he's going to play in the Czech League over there. Now, let's be fair. Him not having fun is probably dealing with that he's on the Flyers. Probably. Can you blame him for not having fun? No. Well, first off, he's on the team. This is going to be a big dig, but he's on the team. That's when you know you're not going to be good. Even though he's played decent this year, but Lukas Sedlak's not going to be on a good hockey team for the most part. You really think he's going to be on a good hockey team like the Avalanche? No, he's not going to be. Is he going to be on the Tampa Bay Lightning? No, he's not going to be on the Lightning. You kidding me? No, he's not going to be. He's not that good of a player there. He'd be on a good team. So, yeah, they got players like Sedlak running around. Credit, he hasn't played terrible. He is not. But still, oh no, how are they going to recover? They're going to be fine. I mean, he's not going to. It's not a big loss, but still, that's just wild that he just up his bags and just went back home. That just kind of shows the state of the franchise a little bit, how they're like such in a chaotic mess. It is just, it's bad. It's really bad. I mean, really fucking bad. And this week, the Flyers have 3 games. There's the Tuesday game against the Blue Jackets in Philadelphia, a game I'm actually going to, so that should be very interesting. I actually have pretty damn good seats. That should be pretty fun. Very good seats, actually. Very, very good seats. And hopefully they don't get their asses beat. I just want a competitive game. If they lose, well, hard for Bedard. I ain't gonna bitch. But I just want a good competitive game. I just want to see more goal scoring this time. Last year when I went to the game, they didn't score at all. Objective for the Flyers. At least score once when I'm there. Please, just score once. And then Thursday, they will play the Maple Leafs at 2 o'clock. What? Who the fuck on a Thursday thought to put the game at 2 o'clock? I'll be able to probably watch it, maybe, if I can get back. Because I'm leaving Thursday and coming back home Thursday. It's the Hurricanes. Okay, Kings is next week. Week following. Okay. It's the Carolina Hurricanes in Carolina to wrap up the week right before Christmas break. Hopefully they play better this week. Maybe have a little bit of a competitive week. Maybe not be as a chaotic mess and chaotic week that they had this week. I mean, they had a hell of a week this week. What can I say? Very chaotic week. I mean, a lot of things happened. A lot of fucking things happened. So I'd like to thank guys for watching. And make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. I'll see you in for the next one.